वीडियो लेकर आई हूँ जो कि हमारा टॉपिक है इंश्योरेंस सेक्टर इन इंडिया। तो शुरू करने से पहले अगर आपने मेरा चैनल अभी तक सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो सबसे पहले सब्सक्राइब बटन पे क्लिक करिए प्लीज़, और बेल आइकन दबाना मत भूलिएगा। जैसे ही मैं कोई नया वीडियो अपलोड करूँगी आपको उसका नोटिफिकेशन मिल जाएगा। और प्लीज़ मेरा वीडियो एंड तक देखिएगा। अगर आपको अच्छा लगे तो प्लीज़ इसे लाइक एंड कमेंट ज़रूर करें। तो चलिए अब हम शुरू करते हैं वीडियो के साथ। इंश्योरेंस सेक्टर इन इंडिया। इंश्योरेंस रेगुलेटरी एंड डेवलपमेंट अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया IRDAI, फाउंडेड 1999। सेक्टर इंश्योरेंस, हेडक्वार्टर्स हैदराबाद, चेयरपर्सन मिस्टर सुभाष चंद्र खुंतिया। अबाउट IRDA. The Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India (IRDA) is an autonomous statutory agency tasked with regulating and promoting the insurance and reinsurance industries in India, and established in 1999. It was constituted by Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority Act IRDA Act in 1999. IRDA Act was passed based on the recommendations of Malhotra Committee Report 1994, headed by former Governor of RBI Mr. R.N. Malhotra. Following the recommendations of the Malhotra Committee in 1999, the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority IRDA were constituted to regulate and develop the insurance industry and were incorporated in April 2000. The IRDA is headquartered in Hyderabad, Telangana, where it moved from Delhi in 2001. Organization structure of IRDAI. IRDAI is a 10-member body, consists of one chairman for 5 years and maximum age 60 years, 5 whole-time members for 5 years and maximum age 62 years, 4 part-time members not more than 5 years. Objectives of IRDAI: to promote the interests and rights of policyholders, to promote and ensure the growth of insurance industry, to ensure speedy settlement of genuine claims and to prevent frauds and malpractices, to bring transparency and orderly conduct of in financial markets dealing with insurance. Functions and duties of IRDAI. It issues the registration certificates to insurance companies and regulates them. It protects the interest of policyholders. It provides license to insurance intermediaries such as agents and brokers after specifying the required qualification and set norms code of conduct for them. It promotes and regulates the professional organizations related with insurance business to promote efficiency in insurance sector. It regulates and supervises the premium rates and terms of insurance covers. It specifies the condition and manner according to which the insurance companies and other intermediaries have to make their financial reports. It regulates the investment of policyholders' funds by insurance companies. Role of IRDAI: to protect the interest of and ensure just treatment to insurance policyholders, to encourage and ensure the systematic growth of the insurance industry so as to benefit the common man and help in bringing economic growth, to set, promote monitor and apply high standards of integrity, fair dealing, financial viability, and capability of those it regulates. To ensure clarity, preciseness, transparency while dealing with the insurance policy holder. The authority ensures that correct information about the products and services is passed on to the policyholder among with them making them aware of their responsibilities to provide dispute resolution mechanism and ensure speedy settlement of genuine claims. The authority must check insurance scams and other misconduct. Insurance industry in India. The insurance industry of India consists of 57 insurance companies, of which 24 are in the life insurance business and 33 are non-life insurers. Among the life insurers, Life Insurance Corporation (LIC) is the sole public sector company. Apart from that, among the non-life insurers, there are 6 public sector insurers. In addition to these, there is sole national reinsurer, namely General Insurance Corporation of India (GIC). Other stakeholders in Indian insurance market include agents, brokers, surveyors, and third-party administrators servicing health insurance claims. Market size. Government's policy of ensuring the insured has gradually pushed insurance penetration in the country and proliferation of insurance schemes. Gross premiums written in India reached rupees 5.53 trillion in FLY in financial year 2018, with rupees 4.58 trillion US dollars 71.1 billion from life insurance, rupees 1.51 trillion US dollar 23.38 billion from non-life insurance. Insurance intermediaries. Insurance intermediaries serve as a bridge between consumers and insurance companies. There are 5 insurance intermediaries of insurance: agents, surveyors, loss assessor, brokers, and third-party administrator. Let's talk about each one of them in brief. Agents. An agent is an individual or a corporation that is authorized to solicit and procure insurance business for the insurance company they represent. The business could be related to renewal and revival of existing policy or sale of new policies. Surveyor or loss assessor. A surveyor or a loss assessor plays the role of determining the extent of damage sustained by the insured. When a loss event occurs, the insured and the insurer may not agree on the actual loss. An independent surveyor brings them on the same page. To be a surveyor or loss assessor, the company or the individual has to meet the criteria laid out by IRDAI. The criteria vary based on the kind of surveys to be performed. Broker. An insurance broker is an individual licensed by IRDAI to arrange insurance contract with an insurer on behalf of a client. A broker can represent multiple insurance companies. Third-party administrator or TPA. TPA or third-party administrator is an organization that has been licensed by IRDAI to process claims and provide cashless facility. Insurance company outsource claim management or some aspects thereof to TPA with the aim to provide a quick turnaround to end customers. They act as an intermediary between the insurance provider, the policyholder, and the service provider. While TPAs can be involved with various aspects of claim processing, their primary responsibility is to provide cashless service, especially cashless hospitalization. Life insurance in India. Life insurance is a contract between two parties, the assured and the insurance, where by the latter, for consideration, promises to pay a certain sum of money to the former on the happening of the event insured against. It is the long term contract which is concerned with the two hazards in life, that is, dying prematurely, leaving behind a dependent family member, and living to a old age without financial support. Life insurance companies in India. There are 24 life insurance companies in India. Public sector is only one, Life Insurance Corporation of India LIC. Private sector companies, Bajaj Allianz Life Insurance Company Limited, Aditya Birla Life Insurance Company Limited, HDFC Standard Life Insurance Company Limited, ICICI Prudential Life Insurance Company Limited, etc. Types of life insurance product: term plan, pure risk cover; ULIP, unit linked insurance plan, insurance plus investment opportunity; endowment plan, insurance plus savings; money back, periodic returns with insurance cover; whole life insurance, life coverage to life assured for whole life; child's plan for fulfilling your child's life goal like education, marriage, etc. Retirement plan, plan your retirement and retire gracefully. Term plan, pure risk cover. A term plan provides death risk cover for a specified period. In case the life assured passes away during the policy period, the life insurance company pay the death benefit to the nominee. It is a pure risk cover plan that offers high coverage at low premiums. Unit linked plans, ULIPs. A unit linked plan is a comprehensive combination of insurance and investment. The premium paid towards ULIP is partly used as a risk cover insurance and partly is invested in funds. One can invest in different funds offered by the insurance company depending upon his risk appetite. The insurance company then invests the accumulated amount in the capital market, that is, in bonds, equities, debt market, funds, or a hybrid fund. Endowment plan. The endowment plan is another type of insurance plan which is a combination of insurance saving. A certain amount is kept for life insurance while the rest is invested by the life insurance company. In an endowment plan, if the life assured outlives the policy terms, the insurance company offers him the maturity benefit. Money back life insurance. Money back plan is a unique type of life insurance policy wherein a percentage of the sum assured is paid back to the insured on periodic intervals as survival benefit. Money back plans are also eligible to receive the bonuses declared by the company from time to time. This way, policyholder can meet short-term financial goals. Whole life insurance. A whole life insurance policy covers the life assured for whole life, or in some cases up to the age of 100 years, unlike term plans which are for a specific term. Child plan. Child plan helps to build corpus for child's future growth. Child plan help to build funds for child's education and marriage. Most of the child plan provides annual installments or one-time payment out for the age of 18 years. Retirement plan. Retirement plan helps to build corpus for your retirement. It helps you to live independently, financially, and without worries. General insurance in India. Insurance contracts that do not come under the ambit of life insurance are called general insurance. The different forms of general insurance are fire, marine, motor, accident, and other miscellaneous non-life insurance. General or non-life insurance is insurance for a period of 1 year. General insurance companies in India. Hosts of insurance companies in India offer general insurance to cater to the needs of different individuals. Here is the list of some insurance companies in India. Apollo Munich Insurance, New India Assurance, National Insurance Company, The Oriental Insurance, United India Insurance, Bajaj Allianz General Insurance, and Tata AIG Insurance, etc. Types of general insurance. Fire insurance. Fire insurance is property insurance that cover damage and losses caused by fire. The purchase of fire insurance, in addition to homeowners or property insurance, helps to cover the cost of replacement, repair, or construction of property above the limit set by the property insurance policy. Fire insurance policy typically contains general exclusions such as war, nuclear risk, and similar perils. Fire insurance covers the following: building or flat, loss of profit, furniture, fixtures, and other contents. Motor insurance. Motor vehicle insurance, also called automotive insurance, a contract by which the insurer assumes the risk of any loss the owner or operator of a car may incur through damage to property or persons as the result of an accident. There are many specific forms of motor vehicle insurance, varying not only in the kinds of insurance they cover but also in the legal principles underlying them. There are two types of motor insurance, namely third party insurance, which covers only insures the party other than the owner in an accident; comprehensive insurance, which insures the owner as well as the third party. It has two distinct covers: own damage, liability to third party, which is compulsory by law. Marine insurance. Marine insurance covers the loss or damage of ships, cargo, terminals, and any transport by which the property is transferred, acquired, or held between the points of origin and the final destination. It covers the following points: cargo in transit, cargo declaration policy. Types of marine insurance. Cargo insurance. This kind of a marine insurance policy caters explicitly to a ship's cargo. However, this insurance also covers the belonging of the ship voyager. Freight insurance. This kind of marine insurance policy provides an additional layer of security to the merchant vessels corporation for situations involving loss of cargo due to an unfortunate event. These insurances are required by companies that are facing financial losses due to accidents and other unprecedented circumstances. Liability insurance. As the name of the policy indicates, the liability insurance offers compensation when a liability is sought due to a ship, crash, collision, or an attack. Hull insurance. A liability insurance is chosen to ensure the protection of the torso and the hull of the vessel, including the furniture and articles present within it. This policy safeguards the ownership of vessel against any unfortunate situation or accident. Health insurance in India. Health insurance is an insurance that covers the whole or part of the risk of a person incurring medical expenses, spreading the risk over a large number of persons. By estimating the overall risk of healthcare and health system expenses over the risk pool, an insurer can develop a routine finance structure such as monthly premium or payroll taxes to provide the money to pay for the healthcare benefits specified in the insurance agreement. The benefit is administered by central organizations such as government agency, private business, or not-for-profit entity. Health insurance company in India: Apollo Munich Health Insurance, Star Health and Allied Insurance Company Limited, Future General India Insurance Company Limited, Bajaj Allianz General Insurance Company Limited, Manipal Cigna Health Insurance Company Limited, National Insurance Company Limited. Types of health insurance plans in India. There are two types of health insurance policies: indemnity plans and defined benefit plan. Indemnity plans are the traditional health insurance that covers your for hospitalization expenses up to the sum insured. These plans include Mediclaim insurance, individual coverage, family floater coverage, senior citizen coverage. Second, under the defined benefit plan, the insured is compensated a lump sum amount on the detection of illness. These plans include critical illness plan, personal accident plan, hospitalization cash benefit plan. Government initiative. The Government of India has taken a number of initiatives to boost the insurance industry. Some of them are as follows. In September 2018, National Health Protection Scheme was launched under the Ayushman Bharat to provide coverage up to rupees 5 lakh $7,723 to more than 100 million vulnerable families. The scheme is expected to increase penetration of health insurance in India from 34% to 50%. Over 47.9 million farmers were benefited under the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana PMFBY in 2017 till 2018. The Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India IRDAI plans to issue redesigned initial public offering guidelines for insurance companies in India, which are looking to divest equity through the IPO route. IRDA has allowed insurers to invest up to 10% in additional tier bonds that are issued by banks to augment their tier 1 capital in order to expand the pool of eligible investors for the banks. Investment and recent development in insurance sector. Following are some of the major investments and developments in the India insurance sector. As of November 2018, HDFC ERGO is in advanced talk to acquire Apollo Munich Health Insurance at a valuation around 2600 crore $370.05 million. In October 2018, Indian e-commerce major Flipkart entered the insurance space in partnership with Bajaj Allianz to offer mobile insurance. In August 2018, a consortium of Westbridge Capital billionaire investor Mr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala announced that it would acquire India's largest insurance, Star Health and Allied Insurance, in a deal estimated at around $1 billion. In September 2018, HDFC Ergo launched E@Secure, a cyber insurance policy for individuals. Insurance sector companies in India raised around rupees 434.3 billion, $6.7 billion through public issues in 2017. In 2017, insurance sector in India saw 10 mergers and acquisitions deals with up to $903 million. India's leading Bombay Stock Exchange will set up a joint venture with Ebix Inclusion to build a robust insurance distribution network in the country through a new distribution exchange platform. Road ahead. The future looks promising for the life insurance industry with several changes in regulatory framework, which will lead to further change in the way the industry conducts its business and engage with its customer. The overall insurance industry is expected to reach $280 billion by 2020. Life insurance industry in the country is expected to grow by 12 to 15% annually for the next 3 to 5 years. Demographic factors such as growing middle class, young insurable population, and growing awareness of the need for protection and retirement plan will support the growth of Indian life insurance. Thanks for watching my video. Please like my video. सबसे पहले subscribe my video and press the bell icon for getting updated with the notes. For any queries, please comment me in the comment section and please do subscribe my channel everyone. Thank you so much.